In this video, we're going to start re-seam sealing the floor in the VK. Just realised this stupid thing's not bloody recording. So I have done across the hump, down the side, down the passenger side. Now, hopefully it stays recording as I finish this side. The seam sealer has now had time to dry and is lovely and hard and whatever that needs to do. So now I need to look at painting the floor because there is bare metal spots in there and I don't want that to rust underneath again. But I guess before that, I really need to clean up that rust spot, which I have not done yet, so I'll get onto that. But I do have a bucket of full cream halloumi Cyprian style paint that has been poorly mixed with the wrong reducer, leaving it unsprayable. So I want to paint the floor with this. It's very gluggy and lumpy, so there's not really anything I can really do with it. So that, and instead of waste it, I want to put a couple of coats on the floor so that, you know, it's a good couple of 100 mil. You know, there's about $50 worth of paint in there. So instead of wasting that, I'm going to put it on the floor, and then after that's dried and hopefully nice and blue, we can add that on. Underdog sound proofing. Yep, I'm going to relay the sound deadening back in. But I have to paint it first. So I will mix that properly and give this a good thorough clean after just buzzing back those little rust patches, getting it back to bare metal, and I'll see you when I start painting. Now before I get started, I strongly believe I'm probably going to have to prime this. Go away, dog. Leave me alone. I strongly believe that I'm going to have to prime this, but I'm going to do a test patch anyway and see whether it looks any good. Oh, it's not too bad actually. And yes, I am painting with a brush. I believe a couple of coats of that's going to be smashing, so I'll set you up to watch me do some boring painting. apologies for the lighting, guys. It is dark outside. But first coat of floor paint is on. Yes, it will need another coat. And if I've got enough, I'll probably do 3 coats. I've even gone up behind the back seat. That looks a lot better than the floor. Whereas that was just straight over the top of the green. Whereas that's got, you know, rubber burn marks and what have you on there anyway. But second coat should make that look a lot better. And that'll look superb afterwards. So all the way on the inside is done. Not that it really matters down here too much anyway, because the sound deadener's going to go back over that. And the only person I'll ever say that again is if someone rips that up, because I don't plan to do it again, I can tell you that. So that's a pretty good saving, instead of throwing that paint out and actually using it. So yes, I now have a somewhat blue floor pan in the car. So I will let that fully dry and get another coat on it and show you how it looks after that. Also, just one other quick thing. Painting by brush saves a lot of time masking and overspray and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, no masking or anything going on here because there's going to be no overspray. However, I did have to remove fully out the rear seat belts because I didn't want them to be blue, because you can actually see them in the interior of the car. But yeah, paint by brush, no overspray. There you go. Second coat is now done. This passenger side is just the fresh coat and is drying, so it has gone a little bit darker. The rear seat panel is probably looking the best of it all. I am almost plumb out of paint. And if you have a gander in there, you'll see how lumpy and gluggy that the paint was that would have been unable to get through the gun. So when I clean that brush, I will throw a little bit more reducer in there and throw another coat on the back of that, because once we put the new sound deadener on that, it's never going to be seen again. But however, if the back seat does happen to come out again, you will see that. So I'm going to make that look pretty nice. Probably not clear coat it, but you know, have it at least looking half decent.